Thanks for watching the Daily Debate live here on Nile TV International. It's Thursday. I'm Tahrit Hussein, and I have the pleasure of your company. For the coming hour, we'll be reading more stories that made headlines in Egypt and the region. In Egypt, where the High Election Commission held a press conference at the State Information Service Thursday over the date of the upcoming parliamentary elections. That was a leading headline that Egypt will be holding the elections starting from March the 21st to May the 7th, a very important milestone in the road map. And according to the committee, the first stage will be held outside of Egypt on the 21st and the 22nd of March. And on the 22nd and the 23rd of March inside Egypt, it will be including 14 governorates. The second stage is going to take place on the 25th as well as on the 26th of April outside Egypt, and the 26th and the 27th of April inside Egypt will be including 13 governorates. So this is a leading story for the day. We're looking forward to this important milestone in the road map, and we have with us over the phone to further analyze and read more about this milestone, Dr. Maha Abdel Nasser. Thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Maha. And you're reading into setting the dates of the two stages of the parliamentary elections, the upcoming parliamentary elections, a very important milestone in Egypt's roadmap. Dr. Maha, good day to you.
Good to you too.
So you're reading and setting the elections, and how about women representation in the upcoming elections? How do you see it?
Well, actually, we've been waiting for a very long time to get this scheduled, and it's finally there. So this is a good start, because actually some people started to doubt that there will be elections anyway. Mm-hmm. And I see that most of the people who are already preparing themselves for months to participate in the elections are already ready to get into the process. Again, the only problem with the election, as we said several times before, is the law itself. The way people will choose the candidates, the direct election, which is 80% of the seats, and of course this doesn't allow anybody to get into the parliament easily. But still we are going within a coalition into the elections, and we are hoping to win some seats in the parliament.
Right. Dr. Ma, the whole world will be watching this final stage of the roadmap for the future. It's very important that Egyptians would be aware of this important milestone. After the elections taking place March the 21st, what should be the procedures in order to complete this sense of awareness for Egyptians?
Well, I guess the democratic reform process is a very long process. The awareness and getting people involved will not happen in short periods. But again, after the two revolutions we go through, most of the Egyptians now realize politics is very important to the mothers, it's very important to the children. So the participation ratios is getting higher after the revolution, of course, not during the dark regime. But still, we still have to go through a lot of awareness programs to get more people involved, because I think this is the only way to get into real democracy in the future.
Right. Dr. Maha, talking about the previous House, as we all remember, it was controlled by Brotherhood members. They came to power following the revolution that forced former President Mubarak to step down, and it was this parliament actually is going to give optimism to Egyptians, totally different from the previous parliament. So what would be the criteria of choice this time?
Well, unfortunately, as I told you, because of the law, the direct elections would be normally people from tribes from known families, especially in the rural areas in the Upper Egypt and in the countryside. But it will be a bit different in the big cities, in Cairo, in Hamza, and other big cities. The percentage of the list will get more political people, but unfortunately most of the people who will come through the direct election must be serving candidates than the kinds of the candidates who will promise the electoral people with somehow repairing the roads and giving them some hopes in enhancing their lifestyle. The real parliament candidates that we would hope to have in the coming parliament. But again, as I told you before, it's a long process. So even if will not be a real presentation, 100% presentation for the whole country, and not really what we really hope for. It's a step, and of course it's a very important step to complete the of what already we started after June 30th.
Right. Well, Dr. Mohammed, the Nasser political analyst for the daily debate for tonight, thank you so much for joining us on the debate tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the topic of our discussion, Libya seeking Arab help as the different terrorist concerns are growing. Libya's official asked for military help in order to tackle the rival militias. Analysts are even warning that the country is on the verge of breaking apart, as they say. There are also fears over the role of militias and reports of growing links between militias in the country and other terrorist groups like Daesh. Egypt, along with Tunisia, Algeria, and different other regional countries, are weighing options and are weighing means of cooperation in order to counter possible terrorist attacks and at the same time help Libya restore its stability. At an emergency meeting at the Arab League, Tobruk government appealed for military help. Aqil Isa, the president of the Libyan Council of Deputies, told the League members that Libya actually wanted them to intervene in order to protect the vital institutions in the country and prevent the terrorist groups from using violence in Libya. After his visit to Kuwait, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has stressed that the security of the Arab Gulf is a red line, and this is what we are going to be also discussing on the daily debate for tonight. The Arab Gulf security is a red line. What it weighs in order to preserve this red line and to preserve Arab Gulf security. He also touched upon imminent threats facing the Arab world, pressing for Arab unity in this stage. So how can this be further illustrated, and also in which terms can any sense of cooperation be launched? What does Libya need at this stage is also a big question. So more we're going to be discussing Libya seeking Arab help as terrorism. Let's watch this report, and we'll be back for further discussion on the daily debate for tonight. Stay tuned.
Badji Qaid Essebsi, the winner of the Tunisian runoff presidential election, has called for the need to adopt a regional strategy to address the Libya situation. Essebsi said that the strategy, which would include Egypt, Libya and Algeria, amongst other countries, would reduce tensions and combat terrorism. Tunisian new president added that relations between Egypt and Tunisia will always be characterized by cooperation and strength. Essebsi has pledged that if he won elections, he would restore diplomatic relations with neighboring countries, especially Egypt and Syria, without interfering in their internal affairs. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi congratulated Essebsi after election authorities in Tunisia declared his win in presidential elections and confirmed Egypt's full support of Tunisia and its willingness to enhance cooperation between the two countries. Al-Sisi added that he hopes for a new era of solidarity and Arab cooperation in regional issues. Meanwhile, Libya official government asks for military help to tackle rival militias. Analysts warn the country is on the verge of breaking apart. There are also fears over Libya's role as an exporter of terror amid reports of growing links between militants in the country and Daesh group. Analysts say Libya has become the major source of destabilization in the region, a huge exporter of terror, arms and illegal migrants to Europe, and a force of destabilization in the Sahel region in North Africa. In the